Yutu has informed some of you of his experiences. It's been, now we're up to week 2 of the 3 weeks that you have to prepare for the fight ahead. Real quick, we can go over what your characters have been doing and anything else that you may be interested in, including repeater trending topics, quick conversations with NPCs, etc., etc. Lewis Clark actually notified everyone in the group that he has some things he wants to share with them at some point as well. So first things first, does anyone have any special thoughts about their training so far that needs to get sorted out, or do you want to bring up? Because I have some recommendations, just generally speaking.
Lay them on us, I guess.
There are some things that are actually going to require your input, obviously. For the most part, Babylon has that fully equipped gym. And you guys haven't ever really done like real training before. Maybe like Jim has, and I'm sure Marisol has like exercise, and Nia has exercise. All of you guys have like exercise. But when it comes to training for stand combat, it's a bit different. And plus, you guys are fighting some real weird opponents. So in addition to physical exercise, time taken to like meditate and things like that, there's also going to be stuff like heat and cold exposure training, because 2 of your opponents have fire and ice. The oil thing's a little bit difficult. You could probably ice skate, I guess. I don't know. It's a little bit of a rough one, but those sorts of extreme training environments are included. And in general, most of your training is going to consist of physical stuff and being in those environments and trying to maintain your concentration. Specialized to each character, there also has to be certain types of training as well. For Jim, it would likely be marksmanship and quick, like getting him back into the groove of moving, finding cover, getting a quick bead on the enemy, that sort of thing, because you are mostly going to have to be a marksman, or at least that's what Kev thinks is going to happen, unless you have other input to provide him or requests.
Jim would rather use large weapons rather than just like a rifle, like a machine gun, a minigun, a grenade launcher, or something like that.
Oh, I mean, they can kit out anything you want with like extra like add-ons. But hearing your request, Kev will pass that on to Lewis, who is currently working on trying to give everyone in the group some kind of invention. He's had to go back to basics because he can't rely on his stand anymore. So he is working kind of diligently on that, aside from his training with Marisol, which Marisol, you would probably notice that Lewis's application of your stand is almost nothing like what you do. His application is dangerous when used, very dangerous. When he creates a clone of something, it doesn't stay stable for very long. It disperses in the locus, and then it attempts to replace the exact molecular setup of what it's a copy of by basically consuming or destroying it.
Oh no.
So if he makes a copy of like a dummy, the dummy will sort of stay stable for a few seconds, then break apart in the locus, and then consume the dummy that it was copied from, and then basically take its exact shape.
I see.
But made of black glass. Yeah, it's a pretty weird manifestation of your power. Could be extremely useful in a fight. Who knows? Haven't tried it on any living targets yet, though.
Marisol's a little unsettled about it, maybe secretly.
Yeah, you're not the only one. Lewis is so unsettled by it, he doesn't even like to do it. He also seems to be having some issues with the science behind your ability. He's just throwing himself into the invention part for now because he doesn't have to think about it too hard. For Nia, Jeff himself had an idea, if she's down for it.
Is it to throw herself off a building? Because she will.
No, it's rocket boots, rocket skates.
I want rocket boots.
Yeah, he actually had a pair already, so he just needs to make those smaller, more customized for you, and that shouldn't be too difficult. His understanding of it is, even if you manage to be able to glide or float with Mr. Blue Sky's ability, the rocket skates should give you some kind of aerial control for combat that you are used to, but in the air, as opposed to you just like floating at 5 miles per hour and then getting, your ship pushed in.
No, she would love rocket boots. Thank you. She would be squealing over rocket boots.
He takes the time to also sign them.
She loves them even more now.
Gotta do it for the fans. So you got the rocket boots, rocket skates. For you two, Rich has no suggestions other than he had an old trick which he hated to do, which was swallowing as many like sharp objects, including big bags of like metal scrap, and then exploding like a flechette grenade. It's a painful way to use your ability, but he's done it.
Good to know.
You had a suggestion for him, which I guess was for him to learn how to dance.
Yeah, he's not very good at keeping the rhythm, so we need to work on that because that's kind of how my stand works, is being in sync with the beat, and he is not.
Okay. He's going to try. Let's see how he does. Why don't you give me a groove roll to see how much you can teach him about staying on rhythm within a couple days. Wow. Masterful.
I was going to say, there's 4 of me all perfectly in sync, like a boy band.
Yeah, do you do that? Like boy band instruction? Okay.
Yeah, all 4 of them are dancing, and they're just like, Rich, just do this. Rich, just do this. Rich, this is the simplest 4. 2s and 4s, Rich, not 1s and 3s. 2s and 4s, are just constantly trying to like keep him on beat. Or
Nia, you could be there.
I'm allowed to be there?
Yeah, this could just take place at the Babylon gym.
Okay, well, Nia's already freaked out about Yutu's clones, like, way too much. She's, like, followed him around a lot and, like, poking all his clones.
Nia, we all know you're doing that.
You can feel, so if I, like, pinch this person's cheek, then you can all feel the, she's like, yes, pinching and poking. This is awesome. This is so cool. There's so many Yutus. The world just got, like, 5 times cooler.
It's temporary. I mean, except for those ones in Astroworld, but I assume they're dead since they don't have any food to eat that isn't vinyl.
There were more Yutus in Astro? Why?
Simone and Marisol found a vending machine? I don't know, I just came out of it.
You too. At this moment, you have almost Dr. Manhattan type of weird clarity, I guess, where you exist at several points.
Yeah, there's just so many of me now. I have ascended. I am the true god, Rich Tan.
Yeah, in that way, you can maybe understand why Rich Tan might have been so fucking out of his mind, at least as far as his delusions of grandeur go.
Yeah, it's probably been a weird week. Like, now that Yutu's probably better adjusted to, like, all of him's running around doing all of Rich's weird shit that he asked for, on top of, like, his own stuff.
It's technically, if you have the money, amazing, because you can eat 4 meals per meal and not gain any weight.
I mean, I guess if I'm not particularly hungry for any one thing,
you could have 4 different types of pizza. You could have pizza, sushi, noodles, and a burger all at the same time.
Every meal's a mukbang. Just
yeah. Oh, I mean, it is kind of dope. I mean, and Yutu doesn't drink, but Rich would definitely keep trying to tell him, like, yeah, you should totally just go ahead.
Well, he drinks. He just doesn't do hard drugs, which is pretty much how Rich's ability. Hey, man, you want something? I got drugs.
No, it's not a line.
Yeah, Rich would actually even ask Nia, like, hey, Nia.
Yeah, what?
You want to do a line?
A line of what?
No, she doesn't. Like, all 4 of them stop and are like, no, she doesn't.
I'm just saying, she's got a lot of energy. It's just, seems natural to me.
Rich, come on. You need to be in sync for Turn Down for What to Work.
All right.
We're going to be killed.
It'll make us off.
And there is no reset.
I have to keep up a dancer's body. If this is going to keep me off beat, I can't have any.
One of the Yutus is immediately, it will.
Actually, there are plenty of dancers who use this particular boost, and it helps them stay thin too.
Oh, I already do squats for that.
Rich actually looks at Nia and then looks at Yutu and then looks at Nia and then looks at Yutu.
Yeah, like every morning I have to surpass my limit.
No, I can tell. Yeah, I can tell. Plenty of squats. Yutu, can I talk to you for a moment? One of you.
Yeah, one of them breaks away from the others. I assume it's the one with the bracelet, because if he's gonna walk too far away,
yeah.
Easier.
So he kind of scratches his nose for a moment and then kind of glances around. You and her? You doing a thing? Is this why you didn't want it earlier? You didn't.
What? No.
What? Oh, really?
No. Yeah. No. Me and Nia, we both know how to dance. We're both street stylers, like, and you need to be in sync. That's why I called her.
Okay. She does a lot of squats.
Okay, yeah, that's her own regimen. I don't
Mm-hmm.
keep track of her. It'd be really hard. She's got a lot of energy to run around and get into trouble.
I'm just saying, man. Just saying, you know? You need to like loosen up or whatever. I got, you know. He kind of like starts opening his coat.
And Yutu just looks down at him and just goes, "Look, I'll feel better once we kill our alien and I'm not having to worry about my own looming death and the death of all humanity."
It's like I keep trying to tell you. The threat of death is the ultimate aphrodisiac. You'll see.
Yutu just pinches the bridge of his nose and is just like, all right, let's get back to it. You're still off.
All right. Now he's going to roll to see if he can coordinate his dance moves. He's kind of picking it up. I'll say with your, because you scored a 6, you give him a +2, actually, because you did it with style. You passed the challenge. With a 5, yeah, he's actually keeping up pretty decently. I mean, he's not as good as you are, not nearly. But for a regular guy, it seems like he's learned how to apply his kind of, like, it's not like he's a stranger to going to the club and dancing and everything. It's just more like he just does it usually when he's
on too many drugs.
A bit inebriated.
He needs a little liquid courage to get going.
Right. Speaking of which, roll precision. Oh, damn. You can't. You don't have the stand. No, just go ahead and roll it anyway. This is your general mental acumen. Yeah, you'll notice that he is occasionally, when he's going to stop to get a drink of water, his water bottle is a little, I don't know. It's weird. He's just drinking out of a water bottle.
Would it be is it not a true clear liquid or?
No, it is. It's just that he doesn't really, it's like he just takes little sips out of it. Doesn't really chug it even though he's sweating. And it looks fairly used. Could just be he's an athlete, you know, who just has that sort of thing on him. You can do what you want about that, but he does get progressively redder in the face as he's doing his dance training.
At some point, yeah, I'll say one of the U2s bumps into another one on purpose, but to make it look like an accident, and knocks him over and spills Rich's water.
Yeah, oh man, come on.
Sorry, man, look, nobody's perfect. It's hard keeping track of 4 people.
That's Silver Swan you just spilled out. You know how much that is per bottle?
No, I don't know what that means. And like the 2 U2s like help the other one up.
Silver Swan is the premium brand of vodka on the moon.
Of course. Why would you drink water when you train? Clearly vodka.
Well, hey, come on, man. I'm just trying to get loose here, you know, keeping in the beat, the rhythm. Yes, Jeff is there watching all of this. He just seems amused.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, U2's like, Rich, come on, man. Like, I know that you detoxing would probably just destroy your body from the inside out, but like, I need you at a more functional alcoholic level. This is too much.
Buddy, you've never met a more functional alcoholic than me. So let's just get that out of the way. And point number 2, you know, I like that you're into the whole fighting to save the planet thing, but I gotta wonder, what are you going to do after you save the world anyway? Are you just going to go back to being, I mean, I looked at your metrics. Honestly, I made suggestions earlier, but the projection, your upward mobility is not so super great on the repeater network as it stands. I mean, I have recommendations, but I'm just saying, it seems weird. Like you're going to stand up, face fate, look it dead in the eyes, attempt to stomp the dog shit out of death, and then what? Let's go back to being normal old U2?
I mean, given kind of what our group's been through, there'll probably be some new thing who's just trying to take over the world or blow it up. So I'll probably end up just kind of keep stopping that.
What about a family? You gonna do one of those? Gonna get one?
I mean, I'd like to, but not right now. Not with this. And all 4 of them throw their arms out. Just kind of gesture to everything.
You'll see. One day, it takes more than just the need for normalcy to rise above the mundane and mediocre. It's easy to be a normal guy. Super easy. He starts poking his finger at you in a sort of like almost too aggressive way. He's teetering on the edge of being drunk. You've been to enough clubs.
Yeah, I've now seen him enough.
Yeah.
One of the Yutus is going to grab an actual bottle of water and hand it to Rich and just go, if nothing else, just drink up, man. If you're not going to work on it.
All right, what's in this one? He goes to take a drink. Ah, it's just water.
Yeah.
What? Are you trying to poison me?
And he goes, no.